Let's get into it. It's crime o'clock, yeah, feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick-tock, won't stop, let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah, it's crime o'clock. Clock, clock, yeah. Typically new, neon signs glow, brick wall behind me. Headlines loud, but they never define me. They rush the story, skip the proof. I slow it down, let it show the truth. Files on deck, read every line. Timestamps matter, so does time. If it don't fit, I don't force the frame. Ask one question, whole story change. No fear my voice, no need to shout. Paper speaks when you read it out. If the math's off, I'll circle twice. Truth ain't loud, but it ain't nice. Yeah. Read it again. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Pull up real close, yeah. It's crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Read it again. They sell a narrative if I sell receipts. Courtroom quiet, but the pages speak. Word for word, no added spin. Let it stand, yeah, let that sink in. Screenshot save, timeline's tight. Missing pieces keep me up at night. If they say elected, I say why. If they say case closed, I say try. No rush here, we do it right. Truth don't bend for the likes of hype. If you came for noise, you in the wrong spot. This is evidence, this is crime o'clock. Clock, clock, clock. Stay with me. This isn't background noise. This is pattern recognition. This is documents. This is crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock, yeah. Feel that sound. Typically unique when the truth comes out. Tick tock, won't stop. Let the facts talk. Say it with me now. Crime o'clock. It's crime o'clock. Typically unique. It's crime o'clock. Yeah. If you're here, you're early. If you're listening, you're paying attention. Show starts now.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. How is everybody today? Welcome to Crime O'Clock on Typically Unique. It's good to see everybody. I'm ready for the weekend, although I have to, don't be mad at me, but when you're retired, every day's the weekend. I'm sorry. Yeah, waiting for the weekend doesn't feel the same anymore, but hey, Christina. Hi, Teresa, Dottie, Sleuther, Becca, Christy. Christy, you got anything new that you dropped recently? I saw Lucy put a doc or something. I was looking at it. I wasn't sure I understood what I was looking at. You can tell us in the chat. Mike's always clocking in on time. Hi, everybody. All right. So I was so sad I missed yesterday. I really, really, really wanted to come on. But I spent like almost 2 days with my mom and my sister, and it was really nice. We went out to dinner, and then the next day we went to kind of like it's like an antique thrift kind of store that we have around here. It's really cool. And I have to show you what I got. So this is so funny. Like when you go to places like that, there were a couple things I was like searching for that I wanted, and I just wasn't seeing it. So I'm like, nah, whatever, just looking around, browsing, and look what I found. Look what I found. It is hard, like I'm assuming like glass or something, but solid. What do you call that material? I don't know. So I had to get it. And it was a whole big ordeal because Seriously, it probably wasn't for sale. Seriously, it was probably like, because everything they have is like in sets. Like when you walk through this place, there's like dressers and hutches, and then they put the plates and the cups on the hutch, and so it's hard to like see everything. And this wasn't marked with a tag. I'm like, I don't care, call the vendor, I want to buy ceramic. There we go, ceramic. So we're the unique peeps. You're my people, my peeps. So we got to come up with a name for this little guy. I need to get like, my laptop is right here. I need to get a little stand so he can sit on and be right here for me. Or I'll put him in the background back there. My mom and sister were looking at me. My mom does not understand YouTube or anything I do when I tell her. Like when I tell her about you guys, like, oh, the people in the chat, she doesn't get it. So she's like, what are you buying? What are you getting this for? That was funny. He needs clothes. He needs mini. Oh my gosh, Sleuther. I'm going to get like Barbie doll clothes or something. Just joy, we got to like do things that, and I'm telling you, my birthday is coming up Monday, and like my daughter and her girlfriend and my husband, they're like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday? And I said, porch goose. And Carlos is like, no, I'm not doing that. Resin or ceramic. Yeah, I don't know materials. Hi, Kenny. Good morning. We're just having some little chit chat here. Meg, hey, Megastar. How you doing? All right. So I'm going to start off with, we'll do this first because I got it geared up. So my daughter keeps telling me to watch this show. So I want to know if any of you have watched this. Have any of you watched this?
Watching The Pit, you're missing out. I need you to understand, Noah Wyle and The Pit have done something that no other drama series. Look, I don't know how many times I got to keep telling you, if you're not watching The Pit, you're missing out. I need you to understand, Noah Wyle and The Pit have done something that no other drama series has ever done. Not The Wire, not Succession, not Breaking Bad, not The Sopranos, not The Crown, not even SVU itself. Noah Wyle is the first actor ever to win all 5 awards for one season of a television show. He won the Emmys, he won the TCA, he won the Critics' Choice, he won a Golden Globe, and he just won an actor for a show that literally is pointing out what is wrong with the healthcare system in America. And honestly, that's why I insanely love The Pit, because it is a real show about real medical diagnosis and real operations and real life. And Noah Wyle has been preaching about this for years. I mean, what more do I have to say at this point to get you to watch this show if you're not watching it already? The man won 5 awards, but more importantly, the entire cast won for Best Ensemble for a Drama Series, which they all deserve it as well, because everyone around Noah is absolutely superb as well. Look, all I'm saying is, after giving you all that information, if you still don't want to watch The Pit and you want to miss out on Baby Jane Doe, that's your problem. You're missing out on fantastic television. What are you even watching? Look, I don't know how many times I got to keep telling you, if you're not watching The Pit.
All right. How many of you watch The Pit? Anybody? I got to start it now, especially when he said Baby Jane Doe. I'm like, oh my gosh. Plus, Grey's Anatomy is like my favorite show. I love that show. I've been watching it. I didn't watch it right from the start, but I got in early. So I like binged the episodes and got caught up very fast. So you watch it, Meg? Do you recommend it? You love it? I'm going to watch it. It sounds really good. So, all right. I wanted to share that with you. And I showed you the peep. So today, I do want to mention the Cleveland case that's going on. I'm not going to do a lot with it. Lana over at Truth and Transparency covered it really well yesterday, got everybody caught up to speed. But I found a guy that I think lives around there. Not sure, but he gave like an overview. So I'm going to follow this case just to see if it seems cut and dry, but I'm not sure. And I don't, if, we're going to start with this. This is like the worst. I'm going to put up a trigger warning, sensitive content, because 2 little girls were found in suitcases in an abandoned, like in a empty lot. So in Cleveland, Ohio, east side of Cleveland. So just talk about that real quick, because if it, it might be a case that I end up following, depending what happens there. So that real quick. And then I am intrigued with this sheriff from Arkansas. Have you guys heard this guy? His name's Aaron Spencer. And he's the one I put on my thumbnail, the Vigilante Justice. So I'm going to tell you what he did. He is going to go to trial. The trial's been postponed. He's had like his preliminary hearing and everything. But the trial's been postponed till April. So I'm like, okay, good. I can like get caught up on the case and follow the trial. But he ran for sheriff and he won the preliminary. So crazy what's going on over there in this town. It's Lone Oak, Arkansas, Lone Oak County, Arkansas. So I'm gonna get you all caught up on that, spend a lot of time on that. And then I do have just some basic Nancy Guthrie updates that I wanted to go over, and some interesting takes on Annie's car that they took. And I haven't seen an update today, so I could be behind. But as far as I know, the last I heard, some people were saying, oh, they finally did release her car. But then after I heard that, I still heard professionals saying, no, they're in the process of releasing the car. And even the professionals were like, what do you mean process? Like, just you release the car or you don't release the car. So, yeah, so those are the things we're going to mostly focus on today. Thanks, Christina. Before we do that, welcome in, everybody that's joining us. Welcome in. Oh, where do I have it? This one. There we go. Put it back to the beginning. This is for Christina. I wasn't live yesterday. Yesterday was Christina's birthday, everybody. Please say happy birthday to Christina in the chat. We appreciate her so much.
Another year around the sun, and the party's just begun. In the chat, you hold it down so true, keeping things kind, keeping things bright, watching every stream and every night, making this whole crew shine like you do. Happy birthday to our Christina tonight. Keeping the chat running smooth and right, from the laughs to the crime we explore. You're the reason we all want more. So raise a toast, let the good times roll. You're a big part of this channel, so happy birthday. Cheers to you from the whole typically unique crew.
Happy birthday. I know it's a day late, but still. Thank you. Thank you. I want to make you guys sick with the peep, with the little chick. He's cute. All right. We started off, lighthearted. Let's get into the crime. talk for today. Let me put this up here. Nope. Wait a minute. Oh, after I share. After I share, it will show up. I got a trigger warning thing, but it's putting it behind me so you can't see it. It's on here. Nope, that's not the one. Okay. Where'd it go, you guys? Maybe we're going to skip it because I don't know where it's at. Cleveland case. I just watched it. What did I do with it? Did it save it in a different list? Let me find my history. I swear I saved it. History. There it is. Whew. Show me what I watched. Oh my God, the guy did such a good. He did such a good analysis of it, or an overview of it. I'm sorry. All right, we'll skip it and I'll look for it while I'm playing some other stuff and see if I find it or not. Oh, yeah. I hate that. Christina. Yay. I had a student that was afraid of clowns, like a little second grader that was afraid of clowns. And that was sometimes hard to avoid in second grade when you teach second grade. All right. So I'm going to tell you all about Aaron Spencer, this sheriff. Okay. So start with this. Start with an overview and then we'll break it down. Back up. No. All right.
Are we looking for justice here, or is Lonoke County looking to shut somebody up? I want to talk about these pretrial rulings that just came down in the Aaron Spencer case. If you don't know about the Aaron Spencer case, buckle up. I'll try to give you a thumbnail. In July of 2024, Aaron found out that his then 13-year-old daughter had been groomed and raped repeatedly by 67-year-old Michael Fosler, a former law enforcement officer. Fosler was arrested and indicted on 43 felonies. He was released on a $50,000 bond, meaning that he had to post $5,000. And his only condition to bond was he stay away from the Spencer family. Fast forward to October of 2024, when Aaron and his family wake up and realize his daughter is gone at 1 o'clock in the morning while the dog is going crazy. They call 911 and Aaron decides he's going to go look for her. And by the grace of God, comes across Michael Fosler's truck and sees his daughter in the front seat. He does the equivalent of a pit maneuver, pushes Fosler off the road, tells him to get out and get on the ground, and instead Fosler charges at him. Aaron Spencer, in fear of his life and his daughter's life, discharges his weapon, kills Michael Fosler. And the state of Arkansas has decided to charge this man with murder too, along with an enhancement for using a firearm in the commission of a felony. Now that you're caught up, Aaron had pretrial hearings on those motions filed by his counsel last week, and almost every single order went against him. But what stands out to me isn't so much did the state win. What stands out to me is the absolute lack of substance in these orders. The defense filed detailed, well-supported motions. They cited law, they cited facts, they even brought in expert testimony. The state's response was thin on legal authority, and the judge's orders were even thinner. Her rulings barely explain why these arguments were rejected, almost as if those orders were already made before the hearings themselves. If you were here for the gag order, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of the biggest issues raised by Aaron Spencer's team is that the dash cam in Fosler's truck appears to have been lost or destroyed. Video that could have shown the entire confrontation on the side of the road. Video that could have shown the interaction between Fosler and the minor child in the front seat. The state is saying that that evidence was gone before they even saw it. But a tech expert has said that the dash cam footage cannot be corrupted or destroyed in the way the state is saying. When you take all of this together, the missing evidence, the minimal rulings, the lack of explanation, and of course you add on there that Aaron Spencer is now running against the incumbent sheriff of Lonoke County. Aaron goes to trial next month on the 26th, so follow along because you're going to want to see where this goes. Are we?
You guys, more connections, missing footage from the vehicle. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the man that was shot and killed was a former law enforcement, and he had 43 felonies against him when he was arrested. 43. And they gave him a $50,000 bond. So he only had to pay $5,000 and get right out. I mean, all we have to do is watch these cases of assault against women to see that they are not taken seriously. They're not punished harsh enough. They get out easily from prison, and there's high rates of repeat offenses. So this is another case. They'll say the perpetrator's name. I forget it off the top of my head. The father is Aaron Spencer. So his daughter was assaulted in July of 24. The father found the guy that took his daughter in October. So the whole court case has been going on. They were supposed to go to court in January. There was issues with the judge. There's lots of things in this case that are suspicious. There's hidden evidence. There was something going on with the judge, but you know what they did in this case? The defense put in a request to remove the judge, and they did. They did remove the judge. So that delayed it. And so now it's the court case isn't going to be until April. So we're going to look at all the details of that today. Did I see that breakfast is here? Half of breakfast is here. Bacon, eggs, and hash. Good morning. Good morning. I always say breakfast is here. Charm free. Hello. He's well, I would assume there would be other girls, someone in Ohio. Oh man. I mean, to have 43 felonies, there must be many victims. I'm assuming. Disgusting. Yep. Good morning, Charm Free. Okay, let's get some more information. Go back. Wait, is it? Almost to that one. Where's my playlist? There we go.
Arkansas could very well be the race for sheriff in Lonoke County. Candidate Aaron Spencer is facing trial for second-degree murder for shooting a man accused of assaulting his 14-year-old daughter. If he's acquitted and wins the election, he would run the very agency prosecuting him right now. Catherine Rowley has more.
My name is Aaron Spencer. Many of you know my story. I'm the father who acted to protect his daughter when the system failed.
Almost a year after his arrest for the act he refers to, Aaron Spencer used this social media message to announce a campaign to be sheriff in Lonoke County. It puts his accomplished defense attorney Aaron.
Hey Dago, I just saw you. I saw people mentioning you. Thanks for that. If you're able and want to come up, I can drop you a link. Just let me know. It's no biggie either way. I know you told me what you told me earlier. But I'd always love to have you.
Casanelli in the unique position of not only having to explain what he did, but why he did it, and also explaining why he should win votes.
I mean, he wants a better Lone Oak that's better for the kids, better for his neighbors. You know, he's not running for fame or fortune. It's to make his community better.
The charges stem from a deadly encounter last October. Spencer reported his 14-year-old daughter missing. Days earlier, 67-year-old Michael Forster had been charged with stalking and sexually assaulting the girl. And soon after, rushing out when he found her room empty, caught up with Forster's truck with his daughter inside. Court records say Spencer forced Forster to stop, confronted him, and killed him.
We believe that Arkansas law supports what Aaron did, that he was justified in protecting his daughter and protecting himself from danger. So we believe that that's going to be borne out at trial.
Sheriff John Staley is one of those public officials. He is up for re-election. He can't talk about the investigation that his current deputies carried out, but he can talk about the upcoming campaign.
There's two distinct candidates in this race for sheriff. My opponent, who's pending second-degree murder charges, the Lonoke County prosecuting attorney found probable cause to file second-degree murder charges. There'll be a trial in January where the actual facts will come to light.
Spoiler alert, this guy lost. The guy who's facing murder trials won. Hi Dago.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay now that I'm not confused anymore.
Oh yeah, what happened? It wasn't today?
It is today. I'm just it's bad miscommunication. I don't know why he thought that we were on different time zones or something. I said, because I thought he's in New Hampshire. And I thought we were on different time zones too. He said something about it would be 11:30 your time, 1:30 his time, and I went and looked it up, and we're on the same time zone.
Time zone. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So I was all ready to go, sitting here waiting, and
I know. I kept looking. I'm like, I don't see anything going live. So,
well, yeah. Well, he doesn't do live. He does pre-recorded stuff. So,
oh, okay.
Which is a different thing. I've never done I've never done one like that before on anybody else's show. So it'll be different either way. But I got till like 1:30 today. So
nice. All right. Yeah. Thanks for coming up. Glad it worked out.
Sure. Always happy.
Oh, it's 1:30 Yoli. Yeah. Isn't Yoli in California or something?
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. Messed up about. All right. So you know about this case, right? This sheriff guy?
Oh, yeah. I covered this a while back.
That's what I thought. Oh my God. It blows me away.
I think it was you that told me that the guy won for sheriff or somebody did. I'm like, wait a minute. How? How does this work when he did what he did? But that's wild.
Yes, they haven't had the official election yet. They just had like the primary. So this guy right here was the incumbent. So apparently this was the current sheriff running again as a Republican. So the guy that Aaron Spencer ran for the Republican and he won. So now they'll have the official election and he'll go against someone else. So I'm assuming that'll be this coming, November?
Yeah.
So they're trying to have the trial before the election.
Well, and what do you think is going to happen in the trial? Like, I mean, I get that it's a justified situation, but they're probably still something's going to happen, right? And you can't be the sheriff of a community while you're in jail. So
I know the community is obviously with the vote. It was like 54% of the vote he got. Like it was a lot. The community is very supportive.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. There's so evidence went missing in this case, and when we listen about it, I'm like, are they're saying it was an accident, that something went missing, but if it was intentional, um I'm like, are they trying to help out the father, the guy who ran for sheriff,
What it
by
seems like.
losing the evidence? Or was it gonna be, like help
Yeah.
him so they're ruining it? Because it seems like the prosecution's really trying to
Yeah.
get him. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree with you. And again, none of this would be a problem if law enforcement would have done their job the right way, in my opinion, with this whole situation.
Again.
Prosecution, all of it.
Yep. Again.
It's ridiculous. I remember saying when this first came out and I covered it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, finish.
I was just gonna say, I remember saying when we covered this and this came out, I said, honest to God, you guys, I'm not gonna say I would like tell on myself, but I can't say that I wouldn't have done the same thing as this guy did. I mean, this is ridiculous. So
Oh, yeah, especially finding your daughter in the car with the guy. Oh, yeah. Oh my god,
and
yeah.
this is the second time. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Something's bad wrong here. So yeah, go ahead.
Mhm.
Been your sheriff since 2013. I have 25 years law enforcement experience. We've been tough and aggressive on crime, and we will continue to do so. From holding murderers, drug dealers, sexual predators, and other criminals accountable.
Spencer's trial is set for January. If he's found guilty of second-degree murder, he would be disqualified to serve as sheriff because he would be a convicted felon.
Are nothing more.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is. I mean, honestly, I hope the guy can be able to serve as sheriff, but Lord have mercy. Does the guy have any law enforcement background whatsoever?
He does not. That is I'm like, you can be the sheriff with no look out. Here comes Sheriff Kim. I'm coming into town.
Well, I know for a fact that back in the day, you didn't have to have a law enforcement background to run. My grandmother's father, my great grandfather was the sheriff in Virginia. Okay. No law enforcement background whatsoever. He didn't do anything. They handed him a badge and a gun and said, "You are now sheriff." And that was that. But that was, back in the 1920s and 30s and stuff. So like, it's just weird. Like, I guess these small towns like this, you're the sheriff. There you go. Whatever.
That's crazy. That's
It
so
is.
crazy. Like, I mean, how do you know what to do?
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, you would think you would need to know the laws and how to do this and how to do that and what you can and can't do, so on and so forth, rather than just walking up to saying, "Hey, you can't do that. You're under arrest because I'm the sheriff and I said so."
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's obvious if you see somebody robbing a bank, that's wrong. If you see somebody shoot somebody, that's wrong. But there's other things that this guy would have to deal with that if you don't know, like laws and other things, how are you going to know what to do? I truly feel that with you. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. I guess it's like allocating money, allocating your people, making sure you show up the right way, but it's kind of like a management thing, I guess, but woof.
Basically, but hopefully the people you have under you, hopefully they at least have some kind of a law enforcement understanding,
That's crazy. What do you guys think about that in the chat? Should you have to have law enforcement experience to be the sheriff of a county? That's crazy.
It's an entire county. It's not just a city. It's the whole county, mind you.
Yeah. Wasn't Mickey Steins just a...
Yeah, he was. But
What?
he was the bailer. Yeah. He was Kevin Mullins' bail clerk.
like a bail bondsman?
Bail deputy. No. Okay, when you go to court, there's always like a deputy or a police officer that stands in the courtroom with the judge.
Yeah,
That's what a bailer is,
but I
and
thought
that's
they
what
had to be a cop.
they do usually.
Oh, okay.
They do, and that's why I said I'm pretty sure Mickey had a law enforcement background. And that ended up just being his job beforehand, and then he ran and got the sheriff's position. So
Yeah, that being like that bailiff type thing, that would be I think
bailiff,
that would
that's
be
it, bailiff. Yeah.
a cake job over there. Let me say welcome to Moonlit Baby. We got another unique peep, you guys. Hey, Moonlit. I didn't get to say hello to you this morning. Thanks for joining us.
You know, it's funny.
Another
It's like,
member.
I appreciate you. Thank 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 you for the support. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
that guy reminds me of Mickey Steins, that one that lost the sheriff's race.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Mickey.
Yep. Okay, so we have an update about the trial getting delayed. It is not that. What is it called? Aaron Spencer.
Good to see you, James.
Oh, this is.
Hello, Carmick. Good to see you.
Judge Barbara Elmore off the case. Spencer is accused of second-degree murder after confronting and shooting the man charged with abusing his teenage daughter back in 2024.
Okay, so this is interesting. So it said something about the Supreme Court. This is super short, so you got to listen real quick.
Now, an important ruling from the state Supreme Court will keep the Aaron Spencer murder trial from starting on Monday. The High Court ordered Lono County Circuit Judge Barbara Elmore off the case.
So there's a name, Barbara Elmore. So she was supposed to be the judge, and she was removed. I wonder why. They don't give the details.
Probably a conflict of interest of sort.
Yeah, some sort, but she must have fought it if they had to take it up to a higher court.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like Judge Gall did.
Yeah.
Spencer is accused of second-degree murder after confronting and shooting the man charged with abusing his teenage daughter back in 2024. He's also running for Lono County Sheriff. Today's ruling puts a stay on the case until the Supreme Court can name a new special judge.
Okay, so yeah, that's why it's not just delayed. There's a stay. There's a stay in the case. So interesting. Couldn't get that in Idaho.
Oh, hell no. Nope. Thank you, James. No, you could not.
What did I'm not looking at the chat. What did James do?
He said, typically, unique, Dago, you are a hell of a collaboration team, second to none.
Hi, Jimothy. Good morning. How are ya? I agree. Make a good team.
Yes, ma'am. Just call me Roger Rabbit.
Oh my gosh. Is Tomboy in here? I gotta wait for Tomboy. I got something to show you. There's another thing besides Jessica Rabbit. I was dying.
I saw it in that thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty close, like I said.
Like the Disney Disney princess one.
I told you remember when you did those braids that one time?
Yeah.
It reminded me of that then, because in the movie she does braids like that. I'm like, yeah, I could do it.
I mostly do that when it's hot outside. Get my hair out.
Get all that hair up off your head. Yeah.
Yep. All right, this is gonna go into some more details.
Bombshell body cam video just dropped in the case of the.
This is the next case I'm talking about.
Did he just fall?
I don't know. I don't know. But this is the pastor guy that I'm going to talk about next.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was same case. That's funny.
How did they let that man fall? Come on.
I think he was being a dramatic.
Could be.
Dramatic.
Could be.
Here we go.
Teenage daughter in a car with a 67-year-old man, an alleged stalker. And now this father is accused of killing that man, and he could be facing criminal charges. I'm going to talk with renowned predator catcher Chris Hansen to get to the bottom of this story. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. Jesse Weber.
I thought he was doing an ad.
Sir hopped into his truck and saw last week. So we have 36 series of events that played out very quickly in the middle of the night in Arkansas last week. So we have 36-year-old Aaron Spencer, who reportedly called 911 to say that his 14-year-old daughter was missing. And while his wife searched the area around the home, Spencer hopped into his truck, started driving around looking for her. And that is when Spencer apparently spotted 67-year-old Michael Fossler with his teenage daughter in a car. And according to Spencer's wife, Heather, he started chasing the car that Fossler was driving. There was some sort of accident. After the crash, there was apparently some kind of confrontation between the two men, and Spencer allegedly shot Fossler, killing him. Well, when Lono County Sheriff's deputies arrived, they took Spencer into custody on suspicion of murder. His family was able to get enough money together for a $150,000 bail. There's a lot of different moving parts in this, including Fossler's history. So I want to bring in right now renowned predator catcher, founder of True Blue, the host of Takedown on True Blue, the host of Predators I've Caught with Chris Hansen. Who am I going to bring in? I think you guessed it, Chris Hansen, to talk.
Chris Hansen, does he still have his show on? He used to have that show where
Predator.
Wasn't he To Catch a Predator, right? He would set them.
Yeah, no, it's gone. Gone.
I loved that show. I watched that all the time.
That's pretty wild, yeah.
Do you know there's people on social media? There's guys on social media that do it. Like they will lure these sickos to a place.
I follow a couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they do the whole, come out here and talk to me. Tell me what you did and blah, blah, blah. And then they act like they're not going to call the cops. And then the cops go up. Yes.
Yeah. 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 It's like humiliation and they call the cops.
Yep. Which is
more about this, Chris. Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
What a wild case, Jesse.
I was going to ask you, in your experience, have you seen this kind of vigilante justice?
Apparently, the guy was already warned in some method or fashion. And so they get onto this, the father does, and he finds the girl in this guy's car. Imagine the outrage. Now, that doesn't mean it's okay to kill somebody because of this, but you have to take this into consideration. So I would have to believe that while there are charges here, and while it may be a question of fact for a judge or jury's going to be pretty sympathetic to a fellow who's in this position.
I also am going to make the argument, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, if you can even get a fair and impartial jury in a case like this. But your experience in your career, you've seen parents who have taken.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah, it's happened.
Violent with people like this.
It's happened. It's rare.
Yeah.
Most people let the criminal justice system do its job, but.
Listen, I'm not endorsing that. If you want to detour it, then you need to ramp up the criminal justice system and what you're doing about these predators, because they're letting them out of prison over and over and over and over again. And I personally know parents that had like teenagers that were getting preyed upon and went to law enforcement and called like FBI hotlines and begged for help and turned over devices, and law enforcement was involved, and you know what they did? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't care. They don't care.
The
So
it's sad, especially in this state. Yeah, it's a regular thing. It is really a regular thing.
so I could understand this father's anger and frustration at the system. And so what is he? He's like, okay, then I'll be the sheriff and I'll take care of this problem. I mean, you got to give him props for that, right?
Agreed. I mean, here's the man is sitting. Well, he's not in jail, but he's getting ready to go to trial for murdering somebody, quote unquote, allegedly. That if the sheriff would have done his job, he would never have had to done, in my opinion. Okay. And hence the reason why the man probably ran for sheriff, because he handled the situation. I'm not saying, and I'm like you, I'm not endorsing you just go out and shoot people. Okay, guys, that's not at all
Right.
what it is. By no means. Don't get me wrong, but something should have been done. And Kim's right, guys. I've known of people that have gone through the same situation where people were being, I guess you could say, stalked in some senses, because through their devices and all that kind of stuff. And the police, their answer was, "Well, if something happens, let us know." That's not how that's supposed to work. It's too late then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I have
So.
horrific stories about law enforcement not doing anything when parents are begging for somebody to do something. And it seems so it's probably the laws that they have there because
Legislation, yeah.
because the judge, with these guys getting out, it's too lenient. The judges shouldn't have the option to be that lenient, because it seems like they choose
No.
that. They don't know why, but they choose it.
There should be a one and done situation with something like this. Okay. I mean, this man's 60, however years old. And this little girl, how old was she again, Kim? I can't remember right now. Was it 14 or 16?
I think 14 sticks out in my head.
Okay. So 14 years old, that's a child. Okay. I understand 16-year-olds are a little older, but they're still children. Okay. But a 14-year-old is definitely still a child, period. I know our laws in Ohio are weird about the consent thing, because I had to go through that with my son. And I was very angry about it because my son was assaulted by a 35-year-old woman when he was 15 years old. Okay. And it's a weird story. Some of you guys know that story. But again, we went to the police. I can tell you facts. Okay. Here in Ohio, there was nothing they could do because of our consent laws. Now, I don't know if that's what the deal was with this case. But again, this is a child. They can't make good decisions for themselves. Okay. They need,
those laws need to change. That's ridiculous.
It is. It is. The consent, there should be no consent. You're not 18 years old. You cannot consent to something to have, excuse this, trigger warning, sexual relations with an adult woman or man at the age of 15 or 16 for that matter. You just can't do it. So, and the police, that's what they told us. You know what they said, Kim? And we had to take my child to the hospital and run him through all of these tests.
Yeah.
If he were to have contracted an STD, then they can press charges. That's the only way.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So this woman moved off to Florida and probably went and did it to somebody else. So
it's disgusting. Yeah.
It's
and look at what's happening, with, the Epstein files and everything that's coming out. I'm like, has this been a culture in our country like this, what do you call it? On the down low, like it's disgusting.
Sure.
It's disgusting.
It is. It is. And
things are drastically changed.
And I'm not condoning my child for what he did. My child was troubled. He still is to this day, but 15 years old, he's male, and she was a very attractive woman, 35 years old though. Okay. And I get it. This was probably interesting to him, exciting to him. So, going to school and talking, whatever. It makes me sick to my stomach, but
he's the victim.
He's the victim, period, guys. Whether he enjoyed this situation or not, he's a victim. He knows now, as a 30-year-old, he knows now, what this was wrong. He knew then, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you can't get support from law enforcement because the consent is okay. You're allowed to consent to this at that age. And I said, no, nope. So
I didn't even know that. That's wow.
it's sickening. It is.
So Christina said that some states passed a law that they're getting the death penalty. They need to. They need
They
to,
should.
and not.
They should.
No bail. We're not letting you out. I don't know.
Stephen Stearns was going to be the first, I think, in Florida. Don't quote me. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were going to make him. In Florida, I think they passed that law where he was going to be the first to face the death penalty for what he had done in that case, the Madeline Soto case. So,
oh wow,
which is probably why his pathetic self took the plea deal and ran with it.
Yeah,
and there again, Kim, I'm sorry I keep talking, but
no,
there again, that's a case, in my opinion, there should never be a plea deal. I said that about capital cases. They should never put a plea deal on the table. In a case like that, you should never, ever, ever give these people the option to take a plea. I'm sorry.
No, some crimes deserve the ultimate, I guess.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
I just finished a sting operation in Florida with the Polk County Sheriff's deputies down there and detectives, Grady Judd, the sheriff down there. And in a matter of days, we caught a lifeguard from a Disney resort. I mean, here's a guy who's looking at children all day, and he shows up at our sting house to meet up and have a sexual liaison with a 14-year-old girl because he says his fiance wasn't paying enough attention to him. We had another guy who was in the Orlando area on business as a videographer, there for a convention, from Minnesota. He lies about his name. He jerks the detectives around. He lies to me during my interview with him. And it turns out all the time, all the while we're talking to him, he is out on bail after being arrested for virtually the same crime in Minnesota. So he's out on bail for trying to have sex with a boy in Minnesota. And what does he do? He goes off on business to Florida, and he gets right online and tries to set up another sexual liaison with another 14-year-old boy in Florida.
It's pretty disgusting. And I would say, oh my gosh, shocking, but really not shocking since we cover this so much. Going back to this situation, though. So Spencer's arrest, as you can imagine, it has caused a lot of outrage in the local community and online. So Heather set up a Give, Send, Go fundraising page, which has raised, our understanding, more than $100,000 to go toward Aaron Spencer's legal defense. I believe this was after an issue with GoFundMe because you're not allowed to raise money for a legal defense on that platform. So she's accepting donations through Venmo and Cash App. But a lot of people are outraged at what happened here. And a couple days after the shooting, the sheriff took to Facebook to kind of try to quell the growing unrest.
As your sheriff, it is our duty to conduct a thorough and factual investigation. Law enforcement does not file charges. We gather evidence and submit a case to the prosecutor, who will then decide whether or not to file charges. Currently, official charges have not been filed. I have not, nor will I, advocate for any specific charge.
Now, as of Monday night, it doesn't appear that the district attorney's office has filed official charges. This was more a preliminary
Are you there, Dago? What do you guys think about that? That the sheriff saying, I won't advocate for specific charges? I don't know.
It's
Maybe
hard
you should.
to.
Right? Maybe you should.
I mean,
I know what he's saying. Like, it's up to the
get-
prosecutor to.
I think because he's in the position he's in, he can't say what he personally would think, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. If he's trying to win over the town, though, I think that talking point probably didn't fly over very well. Like,
sure
I
it
think
didn't.
people want to hear that, yes, I'm advocating for harsh charges and,
That's probably exactly what it was, is he's not going to say, yeah, I think this man deserves to have this charge pressed against him, because then people are going to look at him and say, you're a monster. He took out a predator. You shouldn't file any charges against him,
Yes, true. Yeah.
But there is the law, folks. It's almost like the Mickey Stein situation, okay? he took out Kevin Mullins. And Kevin Mullins was
Mhm.
involved in a sex ring circle. And so
Yeah.
people look at Mickey as a hero now, as we've heard. And it's kind of a
Yeah. Similarities.
yeah, it's kind of a catch-22, I guess, how you would look at it. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's why this is going to be interesting. Both cases to see what happens.
mhm.
Oh, speaking of that, DA was down there for that hearing with the girl that was gonna. Did she take a deal? She
That's why
did.
he's home. She took
Oh no.
a settlement for, I don't know the exact amount, but it's a few $100,000 at the very least. And yeah, it's over. So
Man.
in it,
Well, then we're never gonna get justice if people don't step up and go through the trial. So I don't know.
that's kind of my thought. And I understand, like DA said, he said he can't fault her for it because this is a very, very, very poor community. These people don't know what that kind of money looks like. And it's life-changing money to some extent in her mind. So here's my thing that I said on that. If you're going to take the money and leave, okay, I get it. But if you're going to stay there because you have roots there, there is no justice. Like you said, there's no justice here. Now, one of the things that he brought up during that too was that I guess her attorney was trying to work something out where you might take the settlement and still be able to talk. But that doesn't make sense to me because the whole point in the settlement is so you don't talk, I thought. So, it's weird.
Maybe she won't. It depends what the deal is, whatever the
Yeah.
contract says. But because I didn't know the specifics of it, but if she was only going to spill the tea on one specific person and that one specific person paid her off, she could still talk about something else, possibly.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There's a bunch of people, Kim, that are in that same situation that
Right.
Sabrina was in. They're not going to pay all those people off. So how's this
Right.
going to work out? Are they going to go? Or I think Taya was the first one to come forward. She did an interview with Brian Etten and she started the story. Okay.
Yeah.
Sabrina was the one that was assaulted by Ben Fields, the jailer that was put in jail for this, so on and so
Okay.
forth. The rest of them, though, were offended, or not offended, but assaulted by like the judge and the bailiff and all these other people too. What are they going to do? Are they all going to get approached for settlement? No, there's no way in hell this county would go bankrupt if it tried to pay all these people up because there's that many of them. So what's going to happen at that point? And are they going to come forward? You know what I mean? That's the only way there's going to be any justice on this. So
Yeah. I just am like, is that how you want to make your money? Like, I don't know. That's
yep, I
like,
agree.
I couldn't do it. I don't know.
Yes, I do agree.
Hey, Karmic Retribution. Good to see you. I saw some other people jumping in here. Jessie Lynn. Hello, hello. I called out James. I saw Twiz. Twiz, you be nice in that chat. Be nice in that chat, Twiz. Momo sinking. Hello.
Yeah, this is definitely
Poor Meg alone. Leave poor Meg alone.
Are you leaving, James? I'll be careful, sir.
I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
No.
Oh, okay. Twiz said I'm the victim. Sorry, Twiz. You make me laugh.
Preliminary murder charge, so there's not an official charge yet. But we are learning more about Mr. Spencer and Mr. Fossler's backgrounds. So we started by looking up the suspected shooter, Aaron Spencer, and we actually looked him up on Truth Finder. It's really easy to do. You just put in the person's name, location, less than a minute. Our paid subscription gave us access to all of these court records. And all we were really, all it took. We let the Justin Raising page. Her daughter's interaction and peace of mind. It's one of the largest
backstory on this. There we go.
month of confidential background reports. So if you're interested, go to Truth.
I'm curious, like how this happened with this little girl and this old man. It's weird.
Yeah.
Michael Fossler. Well, according to a post from Heather on the fundraising page, her daughter's interactions with Fossler actually started earlier this year.
Okay, Michael Fossler. Did they say how old he was?
65.
40s. I don't know. Let me see.
65.
Oh, they did? Oh. Yeah.
Michael Fossler. Well, according to a post from Heather on the fundraising page, her daughter's interactions with Fossler actually started earlier this year. She wrote, in spring, summer 2024, our then 13-year-old child was targeted, groomed, and ultimately raped by the boyfriend of a family friend. Our family did not know this monster. He just appeared in a place where our child should have been safe and got access to her phone number. And that's all it took. We let the justice system do its job.
Okay. She was 13 in the spring, summer of 2024. And it sounds like their friend was dating this guy, is what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Their family friend, yeah.
Wow. Ugh.
Yes.
The monster who hurt our child was charged quickly, but released even faster on a $50K bond. He was awaiting court in December for several felonies in relation to what he did to our child. Now, those charges appear to include internet stalking of a child and sexual assault, but the exact details weren't available because the criminal complaint has been sealed for privacy. But Chris, that kind of gives us an idea of what we're dealing with here.
Well, yeah, obviously this guy was caught. The damage was done to this child.
Okay, so another thing that's sealed, what did they say? The criminal complaint is sealed for privacy.
But Chris, that kind of gives
Criminal complaint, is that like a PCA, probable cause?
Basically, yeah. What he did to her, because she's a juvenile, it's sealed.
With that part of it, yes.
us an idea of what we're dealing with here.
Well, yeah, obviously this guy was caught. The damage was done to this child, the grooming and the exploitation. And he doesn't learn his lesson, just like the guys I described in our most recent sting. This guy will not stop until he is put in prison. And so that's all going to come into play when the prosecutor considers the charges against the father of the victim here. And I can't imagine that he'll see a day in prison.
The idea, though, that he goes after the person that he's accused of first targeting, not even going out and trying to text him, but going after the initial person. That's the part. And that's why people are outraged that he was out on bail, too.
He's a stone cold predator. I mean, what else can you say about a guy like this? Somebody like that is incorrigible. Somebody like that doesn't learn a lesson. Somebody like that can't be deterred. If you get arrested and you're out on bail pending criminal charges of this type and you go back, these people...
He's 65 years old. How many times do you think he has been arrested for this? Oh my gosh.
More than once, too many times. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine.
I'm gonna find that out. I want to see his record.
Some cases are like heroin addicts. Yeah. They need to fulfill this fantasy. The heroin addict knows there's a 20% chance there's fentanyl in the heroin. They do it anyway. The predator knows there's a 20% chance they're going to get caught by me, by one of the law enforcement agencies around the country, but they do it anyway. They can't control it. And for that subset of people who commit this crime, there's no choice but to keep them locked up because they will offend again and again.
Now, to be clear, from a legal point of view, right? These are...
Hi, Panda, hug to you. He was definitely in law enforcement. I don't think they said what position.
Allegations that are being asserted. These are allegations being asserted by the Spencer family. But just to go back to this, according to Heather Spencer, she and her husband, they wake up at around 1 a.m. on October 8th to the sound of their daughter's dog barking, which they say was unusual. And when she wasn't in her bed, they started a frantic search. The two reportedly didn't know that Fossler had apparently been in contact with their teenage daughter. But Heather said that on social media, they believed Fossler had taken the girl to kill her. So when this car wreck happened, Spencer says he was able to grab...
Wait a minute. How did social media fit into this statement? He talks fast.
He was stalking her on social media first, which is how they came back in together, I guess.
They must have saw something. They thought he was going to kill her. Okay.
Had taken the girl to kill her.
Wow.
So when
I'll
this
be right
car
back.
wreck happened, Spencer said...
That would be terrifying, you guys, to find your daughter missing at 1 a.m. out of your house, and then looking on her social media and seeing a threat that makes you think he's gonna kill her. Oh my God, I could not imagine. No wonder the dad was all revved up.
As he was able to grab his daughter from the car, Fossler attacked him, so he shot him. So kind of a self-defense argument. Now, the sheriff has said that they investigate every death involving a shooting like this as a homicide, and whether or not they believe that homicide was justifiable or not, that would have to be determined as the investigation progressed. But Chris, here's the thing. You put the legal aspects to the side. Whether this was self-defense or perhaps even downgraded to something like voluntary manslaughter. You're acting in the heat of the moment. You're acting under extreme emotional disturbance. Guy sees his daughter allegedly being kidnapped, and he's coming to the rescue. You can understand that. You put aside the legal aspect. I don't understand from a point of view, from a public policy point of view, how they charge him. I get it.
Yeah,
you don't want anybody taking justice into their own hands, but
yeah, especially given the fact that there is this belief that maybe he was going to kill the girl, and maybe in his twisted mind, without that witness, he doesn't face prison on the charges. We don't know. And we also don't know what was going through the father's head, but I can predict without fear of contradiction that the father was afraid. And if you're looking at your daughter in the hands of a predator, again, I don't see how this guy gets charged.
Let's say he does.
Yeah.
That's a good question right there. I don't know if this case is going to be as cut and dry, because if he's going to claim self-defense, I mean, is it self-defense if you are fighting in honor of someone else? Like, he's there to rescue his daughter. If you're there to rescue somebody, does that give you a defense? I like to find comparison cases. I'm going to look for something that compares to that. So, can it be self-defense if you're fighting for someone else? Because my suspicion is the dad is he possibly, I don't know, he possibly could be making it seem like, oh, the guy came after me. I think I've heard a couple different things. So in this clip, and they just said, the dad said that the perpetrator went after him. So he fought back. He fired back. In another one, I heard somebody say, I think it was a news reporter, that the guy driving with his daughter kind of did something with his vehicle, like, aggressive, being the one that started it, right? I don't even know if he needs that kind of
self-defense
action to be self-defense.
Right.
But I fear what I said to you earlier, if they don't have that video footage, I guess the guy that, how stupid, the guy that took the girl had a dash cam. How stupid is that, you guys?
I mean, it's kind of good that he did. And if it does show, like, if they're really going to charge this guy with second-degree murder, come on. So
but they lost the SD card to the dash cam.
So they're, okay, I see why you were saying that earlier. Then maybe it didn't show what they're trying to claim that it showed.
Right. But I can't figure out, are they trying to help the dad, or are they trying to, I don't know. Yeah. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, Meg. Hey, yeah, we've got like 150 some peeps in here. Please take a moment and hit that thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I would appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, what do you guys think about that with the self-defense?
Let's say this is a murder charge. You're finding a fair and impartial jury, given the community outrage here.
I don't see a prosecutor in a smaller town like this who knows everybody, who knows, all the players in this. I just can't imagine that this man will ultimately go to trial for any sort of homicide.
Now, to be clear, look, I've covered cases before, different kinds of
It's
abuse.
possible, and we've all seen, exceptions to that common sense.
Yeah, because murder's not the answer. I mean, look at Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Clear case, she was abused. Menendez brothers, you can make the argument that they were abused. They're going back and forth about whether it was a self-defense argument. But the point is we're not just saying murder is a justification. But here's what's interesting. The sheriff told USA Today last week, this guy that preyed upon their daughter was released on bond, and we had stopped him that night and got him with her. That bond would have been revoked. He would have never got out of jail. None of the bond companies would have let him out. We wouldn't let him out. A lot of things there. So he's seemingly acknowledging.
Wait a minute. I got to break that down.
We wouldn't let him out.
That
A
was
lot
my
of
doctor's office.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's a statement from the sheriff. He's saying this guy that preyed upon their daughter was released on bond. Shouldn't even be an option. There just shouldn't even, I don't know, shouldn't even be, especially with priors. And if we had stopped him that night and got him with her, that bond would have been revoked. Whoop-de-doo. He would have never got out of jail. None of the bond companies would have let him out. We wouldn't let him out. What do you think about that?
This guy that preyed upon their daughter was released on bond. If we had stopped him that night and got him with her, that bond would have been revoked. He would have never got out of jail. None of the bond companies would have let him out. We wouldn't.
So like,
I don't.
They're saying you didn't have to kill him because if he was alive and we showed up and he was actually with the victim, then he would never get out of prison again. I don't believe that for a second.
No, because they let him out on bond the first time. Okay, so they don't know if okay, this is pissing me off a little bit. So they thought that this guy was going to kill their child. Okay,
yeah.
So letting him out on bond, you're not protecting. So is that what would have had to happen? Is for the man to kill her first, and then it would have been okay. They would have dealt with it then. I mean, that's basically what he's saying.
Right,
This
because
guy-
we all know the cops would never have found him with the girl. Like that just usually doesn't happen, but parents
Right.
will.
And the thing in here, Kim, is he says if multiple times. If, okay? If we had stopped him that night and got him with her, the bond would have been, so what? At that point, it's too late. You don't know that you would have stopped him that night.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and you don't know what bond companies are going to do. They can do whatever they want. And you don't know what a judge is going to do because judges let these pedophiles out all the time, multiple times that they get caught doing this.
They've never been given bond, period. End of story. You can be held with no bond.
Yep.
Wow.
Twiz, I don't know the details yet. All I know is the dad went out driving around. So the guy must not have had much of a head start. Like
Right.
the parents, the dog was still barking. The parents got up by the dog barking in the house, alerting them that the girl had left. So he must have been like pretty hot on his tail from the beginning. And he was able to, I'm pretty sure he knew the guy's vehicle because he had already attacked his daughter once. So I'm sure they knew everything about this guy. So he just went out driving around, and found him.
So he was going to kill this girl so she couldn't testify to the point of what he did, which would have given him probably a life sentence at that point because he had multiple charges. And that seems to be what the whole point was. You know what I mean? So they prevented the possibility of her being murdered because of this, in my opinion.
Thank you so much, Sleuther75. You're awesome. Appreciate that. It's the dancing pair. You are amazing. I love that. That's a good one. Oh, my things are all. Where are they at?
I agree with Panda. This guy in particular should not have ever been given bond. He had prior and multiple victims. So, no, I agree.
See? And I haven't even looked that stuff up yet. So yes, thank you, Panda. Thank you. Do the one.
Clock it. So I gotta say thank you.
Clock it.
Thank you, Sleuther. It's very generous. I appreciate you.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's so frustrating, especially to hear that he had so many priors.
That's what I mean. And Carmack did ask a good question. Did the girl go with him? See, I'm starting to wonder now if he threatened her. Okay. And that's why she went with him, you know? I'm curious.
They made it, to me, they did not use language that made it seem like he kidnapped her.
Right.
They didn't call it an abduction. So I think she did go willingly, but she had been groomed by this guy for, what did they say? From spring.
Mm-hmm.
So in the springtime,
3 years.
started. In the summer, she was attacked. And then, wait, you said 3 years?
2 years. I'm sorry. I messed that up. 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what I wonder though, like Meg said, I think she went willingly. Yeah, because there is no verbiage that states it in any other way. But I wonder though, was he saying stuff to her because there was the social media connection, how he got back in touch with her? Was he saying stuff to her that would force her to believe that she needs to go with him out of fear? You know, I'm going to kill your parents or something stupid. You know what I mean? Like something like that would scare her into going.
Yeah.
That's what I wonder. So
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Because she's the victim. It doesn't matter what she did.
Right.
She's the victim. She's a child.
Yes.
She's underage. And he has all the responsibility in this situation. So, yeah, not putting anything on her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hi, Beach Babe.
Let him out. A lot of things there. So he's seemingly acknowledging Fossler was a predator and a danger. Let's start there.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe what he's arguing is that the father should have called the sheriff's department, called 911, and let them handle it as opposed to take matters into his own hands. That's a good argument.
Well,
and then he would
Right. Right. I mean, okay, so you would have to restrain him somehow. You'd have to keep him from leaving.
Yep.
So
not letting him out on bond would have been the best thing you could do.
Absolutely.
have been arrested and never let out on bond again until and after he faced criminal charges in court. That's a reason why maybe you detain somebody and you investigate the case and maybe there is some sort of charge filed, then it becomes a question of fact for a judge or jury. But in the heat of the moment, does any parent wait?
A man claims he found his missing teenage daughter.
I hit the wrong button. This cracks me up that he is holding this bald turkey. Oh, now I got to find out where we were. We didn't get to that part yet.
For any sort of homicide.
Now, to be clear, look, I've covered cases before, different kinds of
It's
abuse.
possible, and we've all seen, exceptions to that common sense.
Because murder's not the answer. I mean, look at Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Clear case, she was abused. Menendez brothers, you can make the argument that they were abused. They're going back and forth about whether it was a self-defense argument. But the point is we're not just saying murder is a justification. But here's what's interesting. The sheriff told USA Today last week, this guy that preyed upon their daughter was released on bond, and we had stopped him that night and got him with her. That bond would have been revoked. He would have never got out of jail. None of the bond companies would have let him out.
All right, we got past that part.
Give chase? Do you just do it because you act out of instinct? Those are hard questions to answer, and it's hard to really point a heat of the moment. Does any parent wait until the police get there? Do you call 911 and then give chase? Do you just do it because you act out of instinct? Those are hard questions to answer. And it's hard to really point a guilty finger.
Again, personally, like, I mean, I could see being angry enough to want to kill somebody else, but I don't think I could ever kill somebody else. And in this situation, I think if it would have been possible to detain him until police could have come, yeah, that would have been the best option. But I really don't see in this situation how that was possible. The guy had a vehicle and his daughter was in the vehicle. Like he had to take him out to get her.
And that's what I'm saying. If you, and you probably would change this. Again, we can all say what we can say until we do what we do. Okay. If I feel like somebody's going to harm my child, I'm not a killer, folks. I can't just, it's not going to be an easy thing to do, but I will protect my family no matter what. That's human instinct. Okay. Yeah. So in that aspect, if I feel like this person's going to harm my child and the police are not standing in front of me to help with this, I'll do what I have to do, in my opinion. That's just, I'm sure it would be hard, but that's a natural instinct as a parent. You protect your child no matter what. And if this guy's running away with her, how do you stop him? Like Kim said, if we could detain the person without harming him, sure. I don't see that as an option in this case.
Yeah. And I'm getting the vibe. I don't know for sure because I haven't researched all the details about this case yet, but I'm getting the vibe that is the prosecution being like,
they seem to be going after the father.
Yeah, like are they like dead serious? Like we're gonna I would not be surprised if they try to prosecute him harder than they were trying to prosecute the perpetrator.
I mean, it's sounding like second-degree murder. Come on. Okay, come on. Which sounds to me like they're trying to throw premeditation into this. Okay, and no. I can't go with that. I'm sorry.
There's definitely lesser charges that could be
manslaughter. They could have charged him with manslaughter because of the situation. It could have been manslaughter. Man one, end of story. And they could have worked through that. It is a crime. So don't get me wrong. There needs to be some form of punishment. Yes.
Yes.
But just like with Mickey Steins, I've said that too. I'm not a killer, Lucy. But
I'm laughing at Lucy. She said the first thing she heard you say is, "I'm not a killer."
Right. That'd be something fun to walk into. Yes, I agree. But yeah, man one, and let's work this out, figure out how we can do this, because the man, in my opinion, had no choice. And you defend your own, folks. If you think somebody's going to hurt your child, you do what you do. That's all I'm saying. Like, the child can't defend themselves. The police are not there. What do you do? Just let it be until they get there? No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. I know why they're charging him with second-degree murder. Can anybody guess in the chat? We all know. Because they're going to do a plea deal. And what do you do when there's a plea deal? You charge the highest that you can, so that when you go to the table to make the deal, you can lessen the charges. That's the playbook. We are learning the playbook.
Ridiculous.
Bet money that's what's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
You're at this dad for doing what he did based upon what we know so far.
And it's different than, and the allegations don't support, the facts don't support this. If he had went to the car, immediately opened fire, if there was a struggle and he was trying to get his daughter back.
It would be different if this was a case where we have seen in the past where the guy somehow sneaks a gun into the courtroom and sees him and says, you so-and-so, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Or if he gets him being walked into the courthouse, or he goes to his home and kicks the door in and takes vengeance that way. But this is a case where the man who was facing criminal prosecution for grooming and sexually exploiting his teenage daughter has custody of that child. I mean, I don't know. I might come unglued myself or something like that.
And just to add to this, so Heather, on this post on the fundraising page, wrote, "My husband is a combat veteran who has always protected his country and family. I have no doubt our child would have not come home if my husband hadn't found her." So it's a tragic case, but a complicated case and a really sad case. Again, I don't understand how you would be able to get a jury that would be fair and impartial that wouldn't look at this and say, I can't find this guy.
Yeah, which is exactly why you have to wonder if it's even going to get prosecuted.
Yeah.
I mean, and you also have to ask the question, what are the additional charges that this guy is going to face, the predator? I mean, this obviously adds on to his.
He's dead. He's dead. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But so it doesn't matter now. But I mean, clearly, had he not been killed, he would have been facing a lot in time in prison.
They said they wouldn't have let him out. So look, it's a really tragic circumstance. I will say this.
now.
I can understand if they decide to charge him with either manslaughter or murder. I mean, a life was taken. I get it. But at the same time, trying to secure a conviction there, I think is going to be really, really tough.
I don't think it happens.
Chris?
Chris Hansen doesn't think it's going to happen.
I think it's going to be a hung jury if it doesn't get thrown out.
Yeah, I think the jury will be very sympathetic. And I think the defense would... Wait, what did I do? I removed you. Sorry.
Stop pushing me out the window.
Your background... I pushed Jago out the building. Your background looked like the background of the video. Yeah, I think... I'm going to be curious, though, to see what the prosecution does with this.
I think it sounds like they're trying to push this hardcore, and there's no jury, in my opinion. This will get tossed, and this man will be the new sheriff. I'm telling you.
I think so,
it'll
too.
get thrown out of court, and this man will be the sheriff. End of story.
I think so, too. Maybe they lost that SD card because it truly does show him, like, fighting with the guy or whatever, but...
What it probably shows, Kim, is the man walking up to the truck and saying, "You're done, bro. This is number 2.
Yes.
You're not going to get a third time to do this. Sorry." And he probably shot him in cold blood. But
Yeah.
again,
I think so, too.
I can't say that I wouldn't do it, too. You're not
So
going to get a chance to do this again. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that's telling to me, because if that's the case, then I think the deputy or the whoever was handling that probably sided with the dad and was like, oops, that, I don't know what I did with that thing.
And again, I know corruption is corruption, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. Everybody's different, and we can sympathize.
Mm-hmm.
We can definitely sympathize. All right, where are we at? 1:00. Oh, let me show this real quick. Oh no, let's do this. Let's laugh for a minute. You want to laugh for a minute?
Always.
Okay. All right.
Always gotta laugh.
Bless you.
About chat, you guys want to laugh for a second? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it through this. Where's it at? Oh no. All right, let me try to find it again.
Take your time. We got plenty of time.
Okay. Florida man.
Oh no. Florida man.
Did you see this? It is a Florida man, you guys.
There's a bunch of these. These
No, this one I was dying. Like, Florida man sunburn. Oh man, because the responses, what is this doing? Search. Oh wait, I want the latest. I think I just put it. You guys, I hope you can see my screen, because I think I just put a post that said Florida man. Oh my gosh. Okay. Go to the home. I usually do this on my phone, not on here. Search latest. There we go.
Speaking of Florida man, what's going on? Mikey Mike. That's our Florida man.
If I don't, oh my God, I am so mad.
That's a good point, Twiz.
I'm going to try the link one more time.
Wonder if that's still working.
Is my voice changing?
I know I shouldn't have dead air. All right, I got the link. That
She's got the link.
Beach Babe sent this. Beach Babe shared this. And oh my God, you guys, there's this guy in Florida who like the police found and he had like a horrible, horrible sunburn. Where is your
Uh-oh.
The post on Twitter was hilarious because responses, I was crying my eyes out. I was crying. All right, Beach Babe, where'd you put it? It was probably all right. I guess we're not gonna laugh.
I want to laugh. We need to laugh. Let's laugh. We need to laugh. Can we laugh? Are you laughing, Lucy? I wish I could hear this when I did this. I can't
You
hear
have
it.
to play it back and listen to yourself.
I'll have to do it. I don't ever hear it. I just do it.
All right, somebody help me out. Go to Twitter and you're looking for a post about this guy in Florida who the cops found him and he was so sunburned and he said he got kidnapped by dolphins. Find the guy. Find the guy that said, and then drop the link in my Discord. Kidnapped by dolphins. Okay. It's worth it. I swear. I would not spend, you guys know me. I wouldn't spend time on this if it wasn't worth it. It was so worth it. Maybe I'll just type in kidnapped by dolphins. Is Beach Babe in here? I think it was Beach Babe.
Wait, is that it? No. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You found something?
All right, I dropped it in the private chat for you. See if that works.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Wait, oh, it's in the private chat?
Yes.
I told you we need to laugh.
Good God.
Wait, where's it? Wait, I don't see it.
There's a link in the private chat. Should be.
I clicked on it.
It's not working. Oh, shit.
No, it took me to Stout a
Oh,
Banana.
God.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
All right, now I gotta. Oh my God, you guys! I swear. I hope it's worth it. It'll be like, wah, wah, wah. No, we don't think this is funny.
It is. It is.
Okay, here we go. Look at the guy's face. Okay. Oh wait, this one. Maybe this is too much, Florida sun. Fort Myers, Florida. Florida man found sunburned and disoriented on Sanibel Causeway, claiming he was kidnapped by dolphins and forced to build forced to build an underwater city. The East County Sheriff's deputies responded to the Sanibel Causeway early Monday. Okay. I can't keep reading. Oh my God.
You want me to read it?
No, I'm gonna go. Okay. They responded Monday after a motorist reported a man standing on the shoulder, soaking wet and drawing. He was drawing blueprints in the sand.
Only in Florida, y'all. Only in Florida. I love you, Mikey, but damn, bro. You gotta help these people, brother.
He was drawing blueprints in the sand. I didn't even read this part earlier. This one's better than the one I had. According to the police report, Ricky James Hollowell. They put his name.
Drawing blueprints in the
Oh my
sand.
God. He's 33 years old. He was found barefoot, severely sunburned, and wearing only swim trunks. He told deputies he had been taken again.
You might have to call an ambulance for her.
Against his will by a pod of dolphins 3 days ago, and forced to work on what he called an underwater construction project. Oh my God, I need a tissue.
Oh my goodness.
He's working on an underwater construction project. I don't even know if this is true, you guys, but it's such a good story. It's a laugh. I don't even care if somebody made this up.
I'm sure it's true. I'm sure it's true. Absolutely, positively true.
Oh my God. According to Hollowell in the police report, Hollowell claimed the dolphins approached him while he was swimming off Fort Myers Beach and escorted him to a site approximately 40 feet below the surface where they needed help building structures. He told officers the dolphins communicated through a series of clicks. A series of clicks that he eventually learned to interpret, and that the project foreman was a dolphin he referred to as Gerald.
Fuck me. What the hell? Gerald, the hard hat wearing dolphin. Yes. I want to know what drugs this guy was on. That's what I want to understand. Either that or the dude, maybe, you know what? 40 feet? So the dude held his breath so long that he went like psychotic. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah. When asked how he breathed underwater for 3 days, he said, Gerald handled that. I didn't ask questions. You don't question Gerald.
Right.
I swear that is my new hashtag. You don't question Daryl. Gerald. Don't question Gerald.
I'm making a new
sorry, you
t-shirt,
guys.
Tim. I'm making a brand new t-shirt. Don't question Gerald.
Don't question Gerald.
Bingo.
Yeah, oh my God. He had drawn an elaborate blueprint in the sand that deputies described as detailed enough to be concerning.
You think?
Including what appeared to be condos, a town square, and a recreation center. So he was looking those dolphins up. He told officers he was released because the dolphins were satisfied with his work, but that Gerald said they'd be back for phase 2.
Phase 2 of the project. All right.
Oh my God. Responding deputy Sean Oakley told reporters, I've been with the sheriff's office 11 years. The blueprints were the part that got me. He had zoning.
Don't question Gerald, y'all.
He had zoning. Oh my God. Hollowell was transported for medical evaluation. You think Gerald was unavailable for comment?
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God. Some men build cities on land. Ricky Hollowell claims he built one underwater for dolphins, and honestly, the blueprints were hard to argue with.
Maybe he's actually telling the truth.
Oh my God, that was such a good one.
Mikey,
Such
have
a
you
good
ever built any pools for dolphins, Mike? I wonder.
Mike, do you have blueprints?
Yes. Mikey, we need to get you out of Florida. We need to move him up north, Kim.
Oh my God.
Imagine what his sandcastles would look like. Yeah.
Oh, that was great. That was great. Whew,
That
was a good
is
one.
that's either a very bad either a very bad trip or this
Yeah.
man needs real deal mental health. Seriously. Under the sea.
Something happened, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yes, Beth. It's the
Wonder how long it really was. It probably wasn't 3 days.
If this,
Under the sea. Yeah, we need to do that tune.
Under the sea.
Yes. Yeah.
I wonder if this guy was sitting on the beach for 3 days, drawing these blueprints in the sand for 3 days. And wow.
I know, that's crazy. I mean, he was sunburned enough,
You think?
you know?
Not today.
He was sunburned enough.
I'm telling you guys, Florida, it's a melting pot of oh boy.
Yeah, I thought Ohio man was catching up to Florida man, but I don't know after that one.
Jesus, Ohio man, you don't even want to go into that stuff. We got the crazies for sure.
All right. I do have Nancy, I keep saying Nancy Guthrie like update stuff, but it's not very
There's not a whole lot.
Nothing major.
I'm sure you have the sheriff saying, "We're getting closer," because he says that every day.
So, one of the questions that a lot of people have had lately with the Nancy Guthrie case is that whether they still had Annie's car or not. And I heard that Maureen McConnell, retired FBI agent, say, or whoever she was talking to, said they were in the process of releasing the car. And it's like, process? Like, you're either releasing it or you're not. So the interview room, they did like a whole discussion about it. But basically the gist of it was just, you hold a car for as long as you are waiting for testing results from it.
Jesse said Annie has her car back.
I know a lot of people were reporting that, but I couldn't. I'm just, and I didn't see updates today, but last night I was looking and I kept seeing conflicting things. So she could very well today. But they were discussing how, why did they have it for so long? And I think it's telling that, wow, they really searched that car apart. And then this other new case with the pastor. Remember we were live together last night and someone brought that up? The pastor in Ohio. I got his body cam footage. I thought I would end with showing that because I want to follow that case too. Get off. What are you doing? There we go.
Thank you.
Hey, Skull, stop doing that. I think I'm the one that makes you lose it. Am I the one that makes you lose it? Oh, my goodness. All right. So before we look into Caleb Flynn real quick, I did I found the clip of Jay Logsdon saying about the jury, the grand jury.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot someone was in my house. I'm like, why am I hearing noises? I have a visitor. Oh my goodness.
Hopefully it's not Florida man trying to build you a new
Oh
condo.
my God, no, don't say that.
That this would even remotely cut the mustard because we know from the grand jurors that at least 6 of them wanted to hear more until they were essentially cut off and told probable cause is the standard and what are people doing?
You probably should cut that, what the grand jurors did or didn't do.
Fair enough, good. But I'm just.
Is that the one? Are you leaving?
Good old Judge. I wonder what would have happened to you guys if he would have stayed on the case, you know? I wonder if it would have been any different.
I know he argued this like he was on the grand jury. I mean, Supreme Court, like arguing in front of the Supreme Court, I felt like.
I like Jay Logsdon a lot.
But don't you think it was purposeful that he let that slip about six grand jury members?
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure out, don't they usually have 13 or 14 people?
I think so. They have the 12 plus, I think, a couple alternates. So yeah, I do believe.
Yeah, it's different. A grand jury is different than, well, I don't know, hearing one case. I don't know how they do that.
No. I meant when I said not Logsdon, I meant I wonder what would have happened if this would have stayed in Judge's courtroom instead of going to Judge Hippler. Would it have changed anything? I know that Logsdon was still there. He just wasn't sitting with the defense.
Oh, yeah. But he really didn't argue anything after this.
No. Well, I think it's mainly because his portion of it was, at that point, wasn't needed or wasn't available.
Yeah, and I think he was handling like paperwork and stuff for the probably research part. He seems very good at researching. But so first of all, I have some questions because they were just things that I think is important about this clip is that Brian's team was trying to get information about the grand jury. They didn't have like the transcripts or anything like that. So then how did he know 6 juror members wanted more information? Is there another leak somewhere?
I do believe there was.
I think that's interesting. So I don't know. I mean, I believe they didn't have any anything from the grand jury at this point because that was part of his argument.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just glad I found that clip.
Pretty wild.
Yesterday. All right, I'm gonna end with this body cam, you guys. So this is in Ohio, and it is in a small town north of Dayton, Ohio, I believe. And I didn't write down the name of it. The guy's name is Caleb Flynn. And in 2014, he was on American Idol. He's very religious. Isn't he a pastor?
Mm-hmm.
Plays in the church band. His wife was a teacher, a school teacher. And I don't know what happened, but he is now arrested for murder of his wife. So we got the body cam footage of the night this happened and calling 911. So I'm going to end with this. Caleb Flynn case. And we can talk about it or whatever. And if you got to run, I understand. Whoops. This one.
Bombshell body cam video just dropped in the case of the former worship leader and American Idol contestant accused of killing his wife inside their home as their kids slept in the middle of the night. Caleb Flynn claims that a burglar broke into their house and killed his wife in their bed.
All right.
Step forward.
What evidence? What's that?
Even though he is emotional and beside himself when police arrive, officers are not buying his story.
Come on, honey.
I'll show you why they believe this church-going family man is an alleged killer. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Hey guys, most people don't realize how exposed their digital all of this took place, this violence. The couple's 2:30 in the morning on February.
No.
Okay, this is the cop showing up.
Oh my God.
Miami County 911.
Oh my, somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and shot my wife.
Are they still in there?
I don't know.
Okay, what's the address?
Now, that was the call that was made around 2:30 in the morning on February 16th by Caleb Flynn in Tip City, Ohio. It's a small town just north of Dayton. And on that phone call, Caleb Flynn claims that his wife was shot by an intruder. His wife's name was Ashley Flynn. Also inside the house as all of this took place, this violence, the couple's 2 children, 2 elementary-aged girls, were asleep in another room. Now, in the body cam video that was just released by police in Tip City, the department has blurred when officers enter Flynn's home and when they have anything that is pertinent to the investigation. They've taken the audio out there. But other than that, they keep the audio rolling so you can hear what officers are taking in and what Caleb is telling them as they go through his house. Now, this is what one of the first officers arriving on scene, running into this house, saw when they interacted with Caleb Flynn.
Court.
Okay. I checked this over here, nothing else.
Okay.
My daughters are in the bedroom over there, they're still asleep.
Okay, have you checked on them?
The 911, yes. Right now, no one else comes in here, period. No, every door. No one.
Okay.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, sit. You want to sit down?
No.
Okay. Take a breath.
Is she gone?
Look at me. Look at me. Take a breath. Okay. I can't. Look at me. I need you to breathe. Okay.
You're muted, Kim.
Thank you, because I would have continued on talking. Someone said he has a pot leaf on his head. I didn't see that. And what do you think about the crying? I think the crying seems realistic. Some bad acting, yeah.
It sounds fake to me.
Oh yeah, like you should wait. The breathing he does is
Pathetically fake.
crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how I don't know how long it takes the police officers to get suspicious of him. This female officer is really being super kind to him for quite a while.
Touch much. What do I do with my daughters? What do I do with my daughters?
Right now.
319.
Right now, I need you to breathe, okay? Do you have any family that you can call? Okay, where's your phone at? Okay. Do you want to call family? Hold on. Corey, do you watch him? Yep.
Water's in around there, not together. Yes, one person only.
Oh, that door's open over there. That back door is open. Is that lead outside? Because I can't see. Is that a closet?
And look at the stress they're putting he's putting those officers through. I mean, they think there's a perpetrator in the house or possibly in the house. That's horrible. Hey, senor. Yeah, learning how to. Hey, everybody that's hopping in. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry. I didn't scroll up enough.
He's outside.
Okay.
The center console of the truck.
It is. Should we have him? Okay, look at this. Watch out. Oh no, it's paint.
Don't touch.
Do you see any blood along the truck at all?
Back doors out.
I don't understand
Hey,
why they have this
someone-
blurred out.
Somebody needs to be watching him.
Yeah, they said they would only blur what was going to be like evidential or evidentiary, but I mean, he is the suspect. So maybe there was something in there. I don't know. I was just saying like how horrible to not only commit that crime, but then like lead these officers to,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you know, think there's somebody in there and all that.
Crazy. This dude definitely out of sync. Say that much.
Yeah, and there's something with this back. It's like a back door or a side door, and the officers keep saying there was a refrigerator in front of it, and I'm like, but I don't know.
Oh,
But is it the door they were saying was open? I don't know. It's weird. And she just said we should watch him. Yeah, thanks.
You want me to call Mike if you want to? Okay.
Are there any firearms in this house?
I have a shotgun.
Okay.
And, what's that?
Oh, I said okay.
A shotgun and a 22 and like a pellet gun.
Okay, where?
And I have a handgun in my truck.
Okay.
In the glove box.
Okay. Okay.
Now, police are at this point just trying to gather facts from Caleb Flynn and take in what they can see inside of the house. Now, you will notice that the center console, police say, is open in Caleb's car. They also notice that there is a door open in the garage. It appears to be a door that you would have to shove a refrigerator out of the way to get in. Caleb says that he has a...
Yeah, there it is. So he
Weird.
owns a 22. Is that like a handheld gun?
Well, there's a 22 and then there's a rifle too. He could have had, but yeah.
But he said the 22 was in his truck and the console was open, like up.
Okay.
Like,
Then it's a
so
hand.
did he, run out there, grab the gun and go in and
Sounds like it.
kill her?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
couple of firearms in the house, but he specifically says he keeps a handgun in the glove box of his car. Now, it's unclear at this point, even after the release of this body cam video, whether police have the murder weapon in this case. Police then work their way through Caleb's house into the room of the Flynn's daughters, who still appear to be asleep.
Sit down on the couch, okay?
Can I call somebody?
Awake.
Both of them?
Yep.
Sorry, I went.
Exactly, Senor. It's nice to see, isn't it? It's very nice to see. I was shouting out the Cleveland Police Department also conducting their investigation into those two little girls that were just found. They gave a press conference. It was clear, concise, direct. They explained the investigation. They seem to be doing everything they should be doing in an investigation. They identified the victims within like a day or two. Like, it was awesome. It was awesome.
I hate to do this, but I gotta run, ma'am.
Oh yeah, I figured you were gonna have to. Thank you for coming up, though.
Thank you for having me, and I hope to see you here soon. Have
Yep,
a great
I'll be over
rest
there
of
in
your
a little
show,
bit.
and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye,
Yep,
guys.
thank you. Dago's running over to oh my god, why am I drawing a blank? Myers. Lawyer Myers channel. So I think he's doing a premiere or something. I'm not sure, but we'll all go over there. I wanted to highlight this case though, because this is crazy.
Stick with 230.
Andrew
Is this just
Myers, thank you.
Is this just for? Okay.
RP is requesting a check on Rebecca Deshawn and
Clear.
boyfriend is at the location of the problem.
Where did Corey go? What's that room? Here.
Call family, but
Okay, so they're gonna let him call somebody, but the officer's like, they cannot come in the house. They're not coming anywhere near the house, but you can call somebody.
And it's when the 911 dispatcher asks Caleb Flynn whether his girls are okay, because this is someone who claims that
Oh, here's one mistake that he makes when he calls 911. This is his mistake.
What's her first and last name?
Now, there was one part of the 911 call that stood out to a lot of people, and it's when the 911 dispatcher asks Caleb Flynn whether his girls are okay, because this is someone who claims that a burglar broke into their house, shot and killed his wife, and then fled, and yet he tells the dispatcher that he has not checked on the girls who were asleep in their rooms. But you see in that body cam video, though it is blurred, that officers went and checked on the girls and they're okay. Now, in the body cam, police cut the audio and they seem to redact what Caleb is saying about his wife and what maybe he saw inside of the house and where he was specifically when Ashley Flynn was killed. Now, what makes this story so shocking? And there's so many different parts of it, obviously, that make this story incredibly shocking. But part of it is that Caleb appeared to be the perfect husband, that he and Ashley were this perfect couple, a great family. They were both devout Christians. Both of them volunteered in their community and at their local church. Ashley was a volleyball coach at the local middle school, and she also worked as a teacher. Caleb played in the church band, and he also owned a flooring company. Now, after about 45 minutes inside the home, Caleb makes his way outside, and at that point, he is so incredibly emotional and he is embraced by someone who appears to be either a family member or a close friend.
Right? Yeah, real devout. speculate about that for a second. What would make a loving, pretty typical loving family, husband and wife on the out, what the public sees, turn to this out of the blue on one night? What do you think would make that? I immediately thought maybe the wife discovered something, right? Maybe she called him out about something and something that he wouldn't want to be public. That's my first thought. So that's my guess. Yes, Luther, we're thinking the same thing. We're thinking the same thing. His undercover lover. Or he was on the down low, the DL. That's just my thoughts. I mean, it's something like that, I would think. Horrible. It's horrible. I mean, he didn't harm the children. And this is a good question too. How long after this night was he arrested? I jotted a couple things down. What did I find out? Or maybe I didn't. I want to say this happened and I don't know for sure. So no, I have not I don't have all that information yet, but I want to say this happened on February 2nd or something like that. And then maybe somewhere around the 20th was the arrest, I think. So an affair. Yeah, that always comes down to that, doesn't it? An affair. Money, an affair. Yeah, information not wanting to come out. Yeah. It seems like there's a theme. Yeah. I know. I don't know if I'm just finding cases or looking for cases that all have these similarities. Like I'm latching onto those, or they just, randomly have these similarities. I don't know. All right, so let's get to the overview of this. Well, this is the body cam, so it's interesting to see, and then we'll be following this case. Oh, that's where Dago asked if he fell down. So he didn't fall. I think he just immediately sat on the steps.
Come on, honey.
Oh, he knelt down. I think he knelt down. I think he's definitely putting on a display. What do you guys think? Now, I don't know who this person is who comes to greet him. His mom, maybe? I don't know. I thought he said his parents lived in Wisconsin or something. Yeah, Skull. Yeah, with the heavy breathing and stuff. Yeah, I see what you're saying. They're going to have an awkward moment in a minute after they get done with all this initial crying. I felt like that thank you for putting Senor's link. Everybody, make sure you check out Senor's channel. They're going to have an awkward moment. And I'm like, that's I don't know. Didn't seem appropriate.
Understand?
Didn't the squad look at you? I mean, you think that squad come just to look at him? The girls don't know. The girls are saying you just said. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either.
I'm just total I'm in shock.
That moment right there. That moment right there. I mean, at least watching it makes it better because I wasn't looking at the screen earlier and I was like looking away and it sounded like they were almost like giggling, like that nervous giggle of, I don't know what to do. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that was appropriate. Skull. Maybe her mom. Oh my gosh. Do you think if it was her mom, I don't even know if I'd be standing. I mean, I don't know who it is. Church friend, maybe. See, that's why I'm like suspicious. Like, who is this? Church friend? I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe. Do you want to sit down on the steps?
If you have a blanket, can we get him a blanket?
Yep.
Like, I will die if that is someone he's having an affair with, and that's who he called over. Like, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. We've seen crazier stuff. Must be her husband there with her. Do you see a guy? I only saw her. I didn't see.
Get a blanket.
Oh, yeah, 2 dogs. Yeah, the dogs were in parking seats.
They have 2 dogs. Murphy gets around. Murphy. I'm sorry, you guys. Sometimes we just have to laugh, right? Because it's ridiculous. I know these dogs are popular right now, but I think that's why he's busted right away. You have 2 dogs that didn't bark when a murder happened in your house, and it's because they knew you, dude. It's because they knew you. Lucy. I mean, I couldn't figure out if the kids were still there. Was that one of the kids on the porch with her? Like, I couldn't figure out because the kids were sleeping, but as soon as the cops went into the house, the kids woke up. So you would think they would get them out of there right away, but I didn't hear about that. All right, let's do the next thing.
It's open still.
Yeah, it is. There was a fridge in front of it. Now,
all right, let's hear this.
Oh, yeah. And then I turn the siren off.
Someone talking. We'll get some information.
How long were you? How long?
I was gonna wait till dogs got here.
Who walked around in the back?
What's that?
Who walked around in the back? The deputies?
Deputies.
None of us have walked around in the back?
No.
Do you not want us to?
I don't.
Let.
I was gonna wait till dogs got here. We have 2 dogs coming.
Okay.
I just had them go around and put up. I don't know. Colton might have went around some to put up the tape.
Yeah.
If that would have been it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure I see nothing either. I mean, Troy said they could bring a drone, but we don't know what they're.
Listen to that, you guys. They didn't want to go tromping around the side of the house. So I think they're from 2 different departments. It's probably like the sheriff and the local police. And she's saying who went around the back of the house, and only 2 people, nobody else. He's making it seem like nobody else should be, and nobody's going to because we have drones. We'll bring out the drones. Was it snowing? Did he hit her? I don't see snow. I don't think, maybe. And I believe it was a gunshot. It was a gunshot, and he has 3 weapons. And you would think they would have tested him for gunpowder residue right away, right? So I would think it would be, I just want to know why. Like, why?
Looking for it.
I heard the
I mean,
because I heard and I froze, and then I ran, and the door to the garage was wide open, and then
I think that look from the cop to the camera was like, I don't believe him. I don't believe him.
How long were you here before we got here? Like 20 seconds?
Yeah, not too long.
Okay.
Because I think I seen your guys' lights.
Yeah. No cars came driving out of
No,
here.
I didn't see nothing.
Wait, I didn't see anything either. All down high.
And
I didn't see anything.
came first one. It came in. I started going fast, and they said,
Yeah. Yeah.
I hit my siren.
Oh, yeah.
And then I turned the siren off a ways down, so
Yeah.
I wasn't scared no one.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find it the first time.
Well, that
See, here's other clues. So the cops got there really fast, and both of them didn't see cars leaving. So if he's saying this was a burglar, we know all bad guys drive cars, right? And it was probably a white Elantra. So perpetrators can only drive to the scene of the crime. I'm kidding. I'm being sarcastic, you guys. But they definitely didn't see a car leaving.
The side door is what's open.
It's open still.
Yeah, it is. There was a fridge in front of it.
Now, in following this story, it was clear that on the surface, Caleb was the last person who so many people thought could do something like what he's accused of doing to his wife. Caleb was actually once an American Idol contestant. He appeared on the show in 2014, and they did a little feature on him in the episode. And he is quoted in that episode as saying that he just loves his wife. But more than a decade later, we are dealing with a very, very scary situation. Now, in the hours after Ashley was killed, police say that there was a working theory that this was a burglary that went violent. And that definitely put the people of Tip City on edge. Police put up drones. They used dogs to try and figure out where an alleged intruder would have come from, where they went. But there was no sign of the intruder. One thing you do notice in watching the body cam, though, for as terrified as the public was in the hours after Ashley was killed, because the police chief said that they were working through a theory that this was a burglary gone bad. That was their words. You do notice police from the beginning, they're keeping things very professional. They're very even-keeled emotionally. And it seems that even though Caleb is telling this terrible story about what he says happened, and he's certainly emotionally hysterical, police still are looking at him as if he is someone who could be a suspect in this case.
Everything? Yeah. The back door is open. There's like a door on the side right there. It's open. So
you guys cleared the garage and everything?
Yeah. We didn't. The truck, the center console of the truck's open, and that's where he said he keeps his gun. So
this you shot.
Here's what that cop just thought. You ready? Here's what was going through his head. Right there.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
Dude side eye. Dude side eye. What is this?
That cop's eyeballs literally went sideways. He's like, what?
the wife
In the same room with him?
Yeah. In the bed. Hey, Haley? I haven't talked to him. Corey's the one that's talked to him.
Now, here's the body cam of an officer talking to an EMT about what they saw when they went into the bedroom.
Who asked that? Was it Jesse Lynn? So the husband said, I keep my 22 in the console of my truck. And the cop was just telling the other cop that his console was open. So to me that, and I think to the cop, that is suspicious because if he was in a hurry and he ran out there to get his gun, they didn't say it was empty, but they just said it was open.
And saw Ashley's body.
I know you're not certified. Tell me this. How long do you think she's been gone for? I mean,
not long.
Okay. We're just trying to figure out why in the hell, where was he at? Because we got here about a burglary call.
Yeah, I'm guessing, but not hours.
Okay.
But they'll be able to get her body temperature.
Okay.
And they will be able to tell you a time.
Okay.
It hasn't been 5 hours.
No.
Okay. Her color, her color was still good.
Okay.
But not cold. But
okay.
It was gray matter at the exit wound.
Yeah, I seen I mean she was gone. But.
So that was good police work, going straight to the ambulance, paramedic guys there. How long was she gone? So, and he's like, not long. She still had good color to her. He said not 5 hours. So probably rigor mortis hasn't set in or anything like that. They could do body temperature to like check all that out too. So the things we didn't get in the Brian Koberger case.
I don't have to get a name and date of birth. If you come by the station later,
yeah, we'll get this.
Or we can hang out too.
Yeah.
Now.
Answer some questions. This is video.
To sleep on the couch and I was coughing. I shouldn't have listened.
What was that? All right. So I'm going to stop with this right here. Hey, Clover. Hi, Clover. This is Caleb Flynn in, I want to say it's called Tip, Ohio. It's near Dayton, Ohio. He was on American Idol back in 2014 and his wife was murdered. He is now arrested for that. So I am going to stop here and come back with the arrest information and case update and everything next time. Let's see. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be on with Dago in the verdict room. So check us out over there at 6:00 tomorrow night. Next week, I'm like losing my mind. I thought I wrote down, like I had everything, like topics I knew I was going to cover next week. I want to finish the, how do I want to call it? What do I want to call it? The mishandling or the issues in the Idaho 4 case that could lead to an appeal if they get that miscarriage of justice in there. So I still want to look at the like Frank's hearing stuff and the Brady Giglio stuff with the Idaho 4 case for next week. Still following Nancy Guthrie, waiting for something to, break about that. And, of course, any other cases that might break. I've been thinking a lot about, I'm frustrated that we don't get to see a true medical examiner's report, and I'm not talking about the bodies, like I'm talking, do the wounds match a certain kind of weapon, and things like that. Just things like that. Transfer of blood, body temperature, body contents. And I think I'm going to look for some examples. What medical examiner reports have been provided in other cases? That's a question that I have. So I'm going to look for that. And you guys made me think about trying to find a comparison case about self-defense. That might be interesting to look at too. So yeah, today, oh my goodness, if you guys missed the Florida man story, I'm sorry. I cried. I laughed so hard I was crying and I couldn't talk, but that was hilarious. Rewind and watch the Florida man story. But we talked about the sheriff in Lonoke County, Arkansas. I'm following that case. And this Caleb Flynn case in Ohio. So 2 new cases. The sheriff one's going to be interesting for sure, I think. This Caleb Flynn might be cut and dry. I'm not sure, but yeah. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Lots going on in the chat. Hopefully Twiz and Meg made up. Please go back and watch on Replay Crew if you missed the beginning. Oh, the Hippler music video. I'm sorry. I do have that skull. And when I talk about the Brady stuff on Monday, I got to remember to pull that up and play it. If you guys have not gone over to Skull Mackay's channel yet, please go over there and subscribe. Oh, Beach Babe, I love laughing. I love when I get a good laugh in, makes me feel good, That was awesome. All right, I think Dago, I don't know what they're doing. Are they on live right now? Is Dago and DA or Andrew Myers on live, or are they just together somewhere recording a video? I'm so confused, but I'm going to go check. So please go check with me to see if Dago and Andrew Myers are on live together. And let's go. You don't see it on live. Maybe they're recording something. Okay, well, all right. You guys have a great rest of your day. Great weekend. Have a great weekend. It's Friday. Go out and do something fun, hopefully something you enjoy. Take care of yourself. Be kind. Come watch us on Saturday night if you're around 6 p.m. For the verdict room. And I'll see you back here on Crime O'Clock on Monday. Clocking out. See you guys later. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Subscribe. It's free and keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew now, right where you belong. Join us next time. Same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony. Practically unique. Yeah, that's you and me. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe. It's free. Come back again. We'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep, we crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but that's the show. One love, two minds, letting it flow. We dig deep, we crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. We don't always agree, but you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. We dig deep, we crack jokes, we call it like we see. If that's your vibe, you belong here with me. Thanks for watching, hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Please hit that like before before it gets dark. It's free, it keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew, now right where you belong. Join us next time, same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife and proud to be a husband and a wife in podcast harmony. Yeah, that's you and me, that's you and me. Don't forget to like, hit subscribe, it's free. Come back again, we'll be right here with truth and laughs and zero fear.